Okay, so we are done with the settings part right here. So how do you create teams? So in my case, I am a member of the cast department. I am the organizer, the manager of Mama and Kids. So what I did was I um, started a team with my kids. So I am the organizer, and then my kids are the members. So we tried to practice even before classes have started. And then this one is just a practice team. So let me delete this first. Oh wait, let me not delete that. I will show you something with regard to that later. Um, let's create a team first. So the first thing you need to do after setting up your this part right here. Okay, after setting up the status message, after putting a profile pic, etc., you have to create a team. So how do you do that? Here you would see create a team. So just click that and then choose class. Think of a name for your team. So for example, let's start with the section. Let's say Psych 1, Psych 1A, purposive communication. So perpcom. You can make it shorter like that. And then description, you can write here what purposive communication is. You can just copy paste what you have included in your syllabus, the course description. You can just put it here. There you go. And then you can create it. So once it is already created, you can add students now. So you can just type their name and then automatically they would appear. So let me add my son. Okay. You can also add teachers. You can do this if you want a certain teacher to share something to your section. So you can have a resource speaker who is also a teacher in your organization to be part of the team and to discuss something to your section. Okay, let me add my son. For example, he is a student of mine. Okay, actually he's just a grade 1 student. So there you go. So if you hover it here sa name niya, you can message him, you can email him, okay, you can call him, video call him, voice call him, you can message him directly here, send it to him. Okay, so you can do that. So when you're done, close it. So you have here PP, meaning purposive, psych purposive. The first two, the first initials of the first two words. So what you can do, you can change this icon right here, make it a picture. So you can choose from the following. So let's say in my case, let's have this one. symbolizes communication. Let's have a microphone. Okay, and it will be easier for you to identify your sections by means of the icons of your choice. So under posts, you would see that you can automatically upload your class materials, but here under, this is what I want you to look at. Okay, you can actually type something right away. Hi, J. Isaiah. Okay, he would see that when he is already when he has already accepted your message to be part of the team. You can also format your message, make the font size bigger and bolder, so you can adjust it. You can do something that would make it stand out. Okay, you can add bullets, you can add a numbered list, you can put quotations. There you go. So it's actually bigger now than this one. And then when he replies, then you can have a chat already. You can also send emojis. So these are the various emojis. Okay, so it's a sad emoji. I can't really see all of them, maybe because of my theme, because it's a dark theme. You can also send GIF. So you can search, for example, awesome. Okay, there you go. You can send these to all members of your class or only to particular students of yours. Good job, class. There you go. They will be able to see it and they can actually reply under it. So it's very interactive. They can also send you gifts. They can also send you emojis. Under, you can also send right here beside the emoji and the gif, you would see some other icons. Okay, so if it's someone's birthday, so this is the sticker part. Happy birthday, J. For example, it's his birthday. You can tag him. Okay, you can tag him if that particular message of yours is just for him. There you go. And then right here, stream. So when you say stream, you can upload a recorded video of yours. For example, you have a purposive communication class in the morning and then another purposive communication class in the afternoon. You can record the totality of your class in the morning and then just send the link here so they can actually have the same lesson or lecture. You can send the stream here, but the problem is that your afternoon class would see everything that happened in your morning class. So those who recited, those who went out, went to the comfort room, all the chats, everything, so let's not use this one yet. Okay, you can also send praises here. So for example, somebody in the class stood out that particular day. You can send a praise to a certain person or to the whole class. Okay, so for example, this badge amazing work. Okay, you can type a name here or you can send it to the whole class. So let's say I will tag my son. There you go. So this is how he will see it. So I can, and others will also see this. And then I can send it to him. But others would also see it. Okay. Also, you can, if you want your class to watch a particular YouTube video, you can copy and paste the link here, and then automatically the video will be uploaded here sa MS Teams. Or you can just type a keyword, for example, communication, and then YouTube videos that are in relation to communication would appear. So you can choose one, and then your class can already view it by clicking it. They will be redirected to YouTube. Okay, so instead of just the link, they would actually see a frame from the YouTube video you want them to watch. Okay, Quizlet right here at the bottom is for quizzes that you have created here sa Quizlet. So maybe some other time or maybe later we can check that out. And then right here, you would notice there are 3 dots. Okay, there are actually more apps that you can choose from, that you can use, and your students can also use them. Okay, for example, forms. So you can actually create a quiz using forms. Stocks, I'm not sure if we will be able to use that. Wikipedia search. So I think Wikipedia is leveling up because it is already part of MS Teams, becoming a credible source of information somehow. And then if you click this, more apps would appear. And then you can actually just click them one by one and find out whether they can be of use to the subject you are teaching. So images, you can share an image directly. So you have here Quizlet, MindMaster. See, you have a lot. So you even have Adobe Creative Cloud here. Yan. So maybe an advanced discussion about MS Teams can be facilitated so that each one of this can be discussed. So if we go back, so we will go back. Okay, so we are done. The bottom part here is all for the chat box. Okay, this is actually like Messenger, but with added features, like The YouTube videos can be seen already. You can send praises, and it's actually better than Messenger. Now when you click files, okay, so under files you would see that you can actually upload the files you have created using your desktop or laptop to MS Teams. Okay, so you can upload. Right here you would see upload. So if you click that, so you would see that you'll be able to upload anything that you have on your desktop. Now if you want to create a new Word document, Excel workbook, PowerPoint presentation, you can actually do so. So for example, if I create Word document under new, let's type practice. Okay, we will be able to create a Word document not on the app that you have on your desktop or laptop, but actually here sa MS Teams mismo. So the Word MS Word here is just the same as the MS Word 365. Okay, so you can type here directly. The good thing about this is that you don't actually need to save it. It's automatically saved. Practice only. So you can change the color of the font, make it red, make it bold. So you can do whatever you want, just like in a usual Word file. And then if you click back, without saving your Word file, you would see it here, and your students will also see it. So what I'm trying to point out is that the whole class can already see what you have written as soon as possible, as soon as you have finished creating it. Okay, you can send the link here of something you want your class to see. Or for example, it's from SlideShare or from another website. You can download, for example, you have encoded this and you want to download this one to your desktop or laptop, you can also do so. Okay, if you open in SharePoint, it means you and your students can edit this Word file. So meaning to say, it can be an interactive Word file by opening it in SharePoint. Okay, Class Notebook is also very interactive. I'm not sure if you would want your students to have a notebook, but if you set up one, they can actually do a lot with it. Okay, so the teacher can edit the content of a student's notebook. Students can also edit the content of their own notebook. But sometimes students may not be able to view the content of their notebook in the teacher-only section. Only the teacher can edit the content of a notebook. So there are many choices. So let's try it. So under this section, each student can upload or can have their own handout, their own class notes. They can upload their own homework, and then they can answer their own quiz. You can even add sections here. Okay. So let's try these 4. Let's create that notebook. So once created, your students would automatically see that they have already that particular notebook for your class. Meaning to say, you should be the one to start or to set up a class notebook so they can be able to have one. So this is an introduction to class notebook. So on top, you would see that you can already create a lot. You can draw if you want to. So let's say it is an art app class. You can create draw. Okay, here let's choose green color. So as you can see, you can draw. There you go. You can highlight. Okay, there are also mathematical formulas here that you can use. Okay. So you have the collaboration space where the teacher and the students can edit everything. You have the teacher only here, where the teacher can actually send handouts to students, but the students will not be able to edit anything. And then under the name of the student, if you click that, you would see homework, class notes, handouts, quizzes. So the student can submit their homework here. The student can submit a quiz here. And when they do that, on top you would see grades, right? Grades. That's the time that the teacher can check their homework, their quizzes, and their grades would appear here. So as of the moment, wala pa tong laman, yung grades. Let's click that. So as you can see, we don't have anything yet here. So later I'll show you the MS Team of my daughter. She already has a particular grade in one of her subject. Okay. For the assignment part, so if you click assignments, you can actually type an assignment you want your students to do during the asynchronous schedule. Okay, you can also create a quiz here. So let's make them work on a certain assignment. You can even make this an individual assignment or a pair work activity. So what particular assignment, you can type it here, and then your instructions here. Okay, like for example, how many pages, so on and so forth. How many points would that be? 20 points. You can add the rubrics, like sa 20 points, 10 points will be for the content, 10 points will be for the creativity, something like that. And then assign it to the whole class, or you can even assign it to just a group of students. So if let's say students, there are certain students who would be taking a makeup activity, you can just assign it to that particular group of students. Then you can decide on the due date, even the due time on that particular date. And then you can post the assignment notifications to this channel so they won't forget, so that they will always be reminded. Okay? So once saved, all your students will be able to see it. So for the meantime, let's discard it first. Okay? So let's discard it first. So no assignments yet. Graded. We don't have anything yet. Okay. So we are done with this part. You can add tabs if you want to. Like you can choose from what would appear here. You can make them appear on the top part of your MS Teams if you want to. Like for example, PowerPoint, Word, YouTube. You can make them appear here. So it's up to you. That's your personal choice. Now what I want to... Let's try to meet now. Oh wait. Let's create a calendar. So for example here, I have created a calendar already. Okay, let's create a new meeting. So right here, you can create a new meeting. You can do this once lang for all your subjects, because anyway, your subjects would be repeated 3 times a week or twice a week. So you can just set this up and like make it repeat thrice a week, something like that. So let's create a new meeting first. So you can add a title, like the subject, the section. For example, psych, perpcom. And then the attendees. So you type the names of your students here. There you go. So you can have the whole class here as attendees. Okay, then the date, what time. You can repeat it. This is what I was talking about. So if it's a daily class, every weekday you can repeat it because it's a daily class, and then you can customize it if it's thrice a week or twice a week. You can set the time here. Okay, add a location. I don't think that's necessary. You can type details for this meeting. So let's create this meeting. Let's change the date. Let's make it 29, July 29, for example, 10 p.m. Okay, then let's send that here to the calendar. So it's already here. When you click that, this is very, very important. Okay, I want you to click meeting options right here. This is what a lot of teachers forget to click. When you click that, you would be redirected to meeting options. Okay. Actually, our internet connection is 30 Mbps. But still sometimes mabagal siya. Especially if a lot of us are using it. So, ito yung makikita nyo. The section, the time, the date, okay, the organizer. Ito yung very, very important. Who can bypass the lobby? So, please, not everyone. Okay? You can just choose only me. So, if you choose only me, you are the only one who can organize the meeting. Always let callers bypass the lobby. So, you can click yes, you can click no. So, in this case, because I am the only one who can bypass the lobby, no callers can bypass it anymore. Okay? Announce when callers join or leave. Yes. So you would see whether your students have left the class or have joined the class. Who can present? Instead of everyone, okay, make it only me. In that case, you are the only one who can mute or unmute your students, because if you don't change this and everyone can actually present, it means even your students have the capacity or the capability to mute the teacher, to unmute the teacher, or even to make the teacher leave the team. So, minsan nagtataka yung teacher, bakit hindi na siya part ng team that he or she has created. So, maybe the student deleted him or her from the team. So, if you make this only me, you have the power. You are the one with that particular power. Your students won't have that power anymore. So, you have to press done. Okay? So, you can just minimize this. You will be redirected. That's very important. Meeting options, this part right here, found under calendar. But you will only see this once you have already added members to your team. You won't see meeting options unless there are already members in your team. Okay? So, meeting options will make you have that power over your students. So, let's have that meeting now. For example, let me call my son. Okay. Join now. Okay. So this part right here, I'm going to make my son join this. Here you would see that right here, you would see that my son is not responding yet. So wait lang. Okay, so my son would be part of the class. So for example, this is my son. So you would see here, he is unmuted. Hello, hello. Okay, you would see here, he is muted. So if he is unmuted, I can mute him. I can even remove him, or I can make him a presenter. I can do all that. My son, because I am the only presenter, I am the only organizer in the class, cannot do such things. Cannot mute me, cannot mute his classmates, because we have changed that particular setting already a while ago. Because if you don't set that, all the attendees will be able to mute one another or even remove one another. They can remove their classmates. They can even remove the teacher. Okay? So here, I am the sole organizer. What else? You can download the attendance list. You can do that right here. You can now if you would allow all your students to use their camera, that would be very disadvantageous. You will be able to see them, yes, like a proof that they are present. But the problem is that the the screen would always lag. Maglag lagi. It won't be your discussion won't be smooth flowing. So maybe you can turn on the camera because you are the teacher if you want your class to see you. But you can also turn it off when you are presenting something, like for example a video presentation. And then you can press this to mute and mute yourself. This one, share. If you have technical problems related to MS Teams, for example, there are certain students, you can see them, they are here but they are not actually your students, and you don't know how to delete them or any problems, you can call the ITC and then they would ask you to share your screen to them. So ito yon, share screen. Okay, so if I click this, there are a lot of choices here. You can share the screen of your desktop. This is actually what a lot of teachers are doing. So sharing their desktop screen. This is what you can do too. Okay? But you have to remember that everything that would appear on your desktop, makikita ng mga students. You can only show them a window, a particular window. That is also possible. You can also share a PowerPoint slide. So you can choose the file. You can browse a particular PowerPoint or maybe a Word file or whatever it is. Microsoft or MS Teams also has a whiteboard. So math teachers can actually make use of this if you want to show them certain formulas. Okay. So you can also share a particular document from MS Word. So this recording of mine, I have recorded this using Microsoft Expression. So you can share the recording as well. If you just want to record your lecture and not do it live, you can also do that. Okay, so in my case, I use Microsoft Expression. So share screen, that's what it means. And then here you would see 3 dots again. If you click that, so you can enter full screen, you can have background effects, especially if hindi maganda yung background nyo. Kunyari a kitchen or like your bed. Okay, so if I click this, there are actually built-in backgrounds already, but you can also download from Google or anywhere. You can have a picture of your family as your background if you want to. So my son, he wanted mga Roblox, so I downloaded Roblox backgrounds for him. For my daughter, she wanted anime background, so it's up to you. So teachers usually use this particular background right here. Where is it? This one? Okay, so you can apply it. And your background would change. Okay, so you can have a different background every day. You can be on top of a